What is up, everybody? Welcome in to the Bat Flip, where we discuss everything baseballs. I'm Landon Raby. With me, VFL Zander Sechrist. Z, how we doing?
Hey, we're doing good. Episode 4. Starting to get a roll on these things every Thursday. Birthday this Saturday. 24.
Ooh,
24.
24.
Jeez Louise, man.
Are you in your
Gosh,
prime yet?
I've been in my. I'm just kidding. No, I don't. I don't know. I don't know when I will be in my prime. But we all know when it's over, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. You are. It is kind of late, and you're still in a polo. Workday don't stop. I
Hey,
mean,
business as usual.
okay, all right. I love it. I love the little plant up there.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
plant.
We're in Fort Myers. It's got some ladybugs on it though. Like it's
Okay.
actually got some ladybugs there. And ironically, there's an outlet about 6 feet off the ground
Mm-hmm.
in my room. So it's a pretty interesting Airbnb we got down here.
Okay. I love it. I love it. Well, we're going to get into the weekend. We're going to talk about obviously the midweek because it wouldn't be a true podcast with Xander if we didn't talk about the midweek. So, we're going to go on a little roller coaster. And I feel like every baseball season is kind of a roller coaster and you just kind of got to enjoy the ride. First, let's talk about the good from the weekend. I will start. I think defense was good. Only 2 errors didn't kill you. I thought base running was aggressive. You took your lumps. You got thrown out at home a couple times, but I thought that was good. I thought um, Garrett Wright, inserting him in the lineup, that was something to see. I think he's really good. He kind of reminds me of Evan Russell, Jared Dickey type player, like a guy that can play multiple positions. He's not like the greatest athlete in the world, but the guy's just good at baseball. And is so savvy. I mean, I think he started 5 games. He's batted in 5 games. He's been hit by 6 pitches. So the guy just finds a way to get on base, and that's what you want from a guy that's contending to be that leadoff hitter. So I thought Garrett Wright was really good this weekend and gives, I think, Tennessee some hope that they found something else in this lineup besides Blaine Brown at times and Henry Ford.
I agree. I think he's like you say savvy kind of a vet vibe. I think it's more of a gritty type player. If you're
Okay.
describing him as like a Evan Russell and a Jared Dickey, you can put him under the
Yeah.
gritty category.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, gritty. Gritty's probably a better word. Thank you. I thought Manny Marin, I thought he answered the call a little bit. Didn't get to start on Friday night, but when he was called upon, helped Tennessee out in a big way with that slash play, and it really got him going. I think since then he's 6 for 6 in his last 6 at bats. So he's played really well, and I think that was, he just got challenged, and Elander said he answered when we called upon him. So I thought that was good to kind of get Manny Marin going. Obviously, I already kind of mentioned Henry Ford, but that dude rakes, and he's in the line. He's in the top of the lineup for a reason. He was a huge portal get for a reason, and he's kind of been that stable bat in your lineup that you need. If he's having a bad day right now, it feels like Tennessee's probably going to have a bad day because most of your offense this weekend came from those 3 guys that I'm mentioning: Garrett Wright, Manny Marin, Reese Chapman on Saturday. He had a good game, and then Henry Ford was kind of the 4 guys. And oddly enough, those 4 guys contributed to 13 of the 20 runs you scored in the midweek. So just got to see more from these other guys.
Of course. I think we've been talking about it ever since episode 1. It's just we got to find balance within the lineup. And obviously right now we haven't found it as we know. Going back to Manny, they usually say all it takes is one. All it takes is one pitch, one swing. And I think for him doing the slash play, which is ironic that Wright State had a play on thinking that that we'd actually bunt, in which we don't really bunt often. So I'm surprised they had to had a wheel play on there, and it just left the middle wide open. So if people are wondering, did Manny do it on his own? No, he did not do that on his own. It was probably called. Now, if he did it on his own, I'll take back my words, but more than likely Coach E put that on because he usually loves that play. Normally, we don't swing. Normally, we just pull it back in the catcher's eyes just to get a free base. But I bet you that was a fake bunt slash all the way. So, yeah, and you mentioned obviously those four guys. I bet every Tennessee baseball fan's thinking of it too. Like, when are we going to see other people other than just four guys show up? Because I think to have balance within the lineup, you need at least six guys. You know, at least one in each quadrant of the lineup, which means I say quadrant, like the first three, the second three, and your third three. You just had to have one guy in each quadrant to be balanced. But I think this lineup needs at least 6 out of the 9 to be balanced. And obviously, Elander puts the lineup together, but you don't know what order works. If you win a game, it quote unquote worked. If you didn't win a game, then it quote unquote didn't work.
Yeah. And I mean, I'll say like I'm an idiot because I thought Tennessee's best lineup on the weekend was Sunday and they got shut out. So I don't know anything, but that's
why you're here and Elander.
Exactly. That's why I'm not coaching third. But yeah, like I just felt like that has been Tennessee's best 9. Obviously, it didn't work that day, but that was, I don't know, like I felt like you were getting momentum. You won a couple games that you felt like you stole one on Friday. You win on Saturday, and then like you're just there you should sweep them. Like that just felt like that was the way the weekend was going to go. And then you just get shut out in Lindsey Nelson like that. That's unacceptable. It can't happen. When's the last time Tennessee scored 9 runs in a weekend?
Probably 21 at some point.
Let's go 9 runs in a weekend in non-conference play.
Oh, in non-conference?
Yeah. I mean that it just
I know in 22 we scored 27 against Iona. So
yeah, like that's
27 against Mississippi State as well. So
it's just so.
But I know that was in conference.
It's just so different to what we've been accustomed to over the last couple of years. Like it's been 7 innings. Like we score 15 runs, they might score 1, and we're on to the next day. Sweeps are just expected. So this year it's like, and I know our non-conference schedule was definitely better. I think Tennessee's non-conference schedule is ranked 50th in the country. So it was definitely better than it has been, but still like those are teams like Kent State, Wright State, like those are teams you just have to beat. And that Wright State team, they're not bad. Again, they're kind of like Kent State where they are older guys that have been in that program and they know how to play ball and they play small ball, but like, I mean, Tennessee just had it there for the taking and they just did not capitalize on it. Like there was obviously some frustration on Sunday. Josh Elander was like, I mean, we have 50-degree launch angles. Like, I mean, that's an out every time. And he was talking about that. I think we had 13 pop flies that are just – that's what it felt like. I went to the game on Sunday. It was my first time in Lindsey Nelson. Before I could get into this, Lindsey Nelson, that place is sick. So great. Like, I don't know if you got a chance to see it all, but if you haven't, need to go do it because that is awesome. And I have like a different appreciation for it than some people because – I went to there. I was there when, Garrett Crochet was pitching in 2020. I was there when Serrano was still there. We can get in for a can of beans, and that place was a crap hole. But now the way that it's a venue now. It's not just a field with some bleachers around it. It's a venue. So really love that place, but. I mean, it just looked uncomfortable at the plate for Tennessee. And I don't know why this team is so stuck in the mud. I mean, there's obviously talent there. You saw what they did in the midweek. Tennessee Tech isn't fantastic, but they scored 20 runs. They scored 9 in the first inning.
Tennessee Tech isn't fantastic, but they can trip you up at any point. Trust me, had a few run-ins there. Holy moly.
No wooden bats.
Well, even without them, I don't know. Well, it was so funny. AJ Russell, if you ever ask him this, we would always dictate our year on if we beat Tennessee Tech or not, because we knew we were getting a dogfight. I don't know what happened to him these last couple years, because I think in 24 we took care of business, I think, and 25. I don't know if they played him in 25, but if they did, they probably took care of business. And then obviously this year they took care of business. But there was that lull in 21 and 23 where, Tennessee Tech was not easy to play. Like they were just not easy to play. So I saw Ben McKee put on Twitter that this is like Tony Vitello something about like not beating Tennessee Tech, and I was like, well, we beat them before. It's just that they had a different team as well as we had a different team. So those 21 to 23 Tennessee Tech teams, they were fun midweeks. I'm not gonna lie, but geez, man, it was different when we played them with wood bats and we unfortunately lost that game. But even when we played them with aluminum, I think the next year, the year after, they came to play. I mean, it didn't matter what their record was. They definitely came to play. But hey, like I said, it's always good to take care of business, especially after a lull on Sunday and coming back Tuesday and putting up 20 runs. But the fact is, I think fans could attest to this too. When are we going to see that kind of outburst on the weekend? Like, yeah, midweeks are, let you guys play, let you get your swings off. But, you don't want to waste your good swings, quote unquote. But when are we going to see kind of that offensive production on the weekend? And not necessarily I'm saying scoring 20 runs every game on the weekend. I'm just saying, scoring at least 4 to 6 in that range every single weekend day to make our bullpen, in which, can have its moments, but is still a question mark for this team, in my opinion, just to give them a little bit more comfort.
Yeah, I mean, like you win the series, and then that's great, but then you get blanked on Sunday. It just leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and hopefully that was what we saw on Tuesday was just a response to that. Like that's my hope. But it is maddening as a fan when you're just like, you get shut out and then 2 days later you score 20 runs. It's like, what is, again, like Tennessee Tech is not better than Wright State, but they're not like, I feel like they're closer to Wright State than Wright State is to, or should be to Tennessee, in my opinion.
Or would you put Tennessee Tech closer to Kent State? Would that make a little bit more sense?
I mean, I think Kent State's better than Wright State, to be honest, especially on the mound.
Okay.
Now I think Wright State has some hitters. They have some good players up and down their lineup, but from what I saw on the mound, I thought Wright State was not great, and Tennessee didn't do anything with it. Like there was, I mean, obviously you had some success. They weren't mowing down the whole lineup. Like Henry Ford had a good weekend. He had 6 hits. Garrett Wright had 4 hits. So, I mean, it just like they can't get anything strung along. And then they have this outburst in the first inning against Tennessee Tech when everything is working. I do think it gets overblown, but hitting is contagious. Tennessee needs to catch the bug a little bit on the weekend. I don't know what it is, but they need to get something going. I think it is a good changeup. Not that I think Jay did anything to lose his spot at the top of the lineup. I think Garrett Wright, the way he's getting on base right now, is what you need at the top.
I mean, to be honest, we've been talking about 2-hole all year. I think that's your 2-hole. And I think it is. We've been talking about 2-hole all year, but that has to be your 2-hole. You have to put Jay lead off because I think like you said, I don't think he's earned the right to lose it. Meaning, he hasn't done anything to lose it.
He just needs to get more hits. I mean, he walked 4 times this weekend, so he's getting on base in different ways, but he's not I don't think he's gotten a hit in the last 2 weekends.
Yeah. I mean, that you could obviously, change what you
But
want
you
to change.
saw how dangerous he is on the base pass
Yeah.
with the way that Friday went. Like, I mean, he is a difference maker when he's on base, but it's just I don't know. I feel like you need your leadoff guy to have more hits or get on base more, and I don't know. I think Garrett Wright is the perfect guy for that. So wherever he's at, he needs to be up near the top,
Yeah,
wherever
up near
that
the
is.
top, which is 2 hole. It's definitely
This man loves the 2 hole.
well.
Um,
You gotta have an established guy, and we have. I get you want to put Gary Wright up there, but not every game is he going to get hit by a pitch. Like, yes, it may happen.
it's happened every
I
game
know it's
since.
happening, but when we get the SEC play, like there's better quality pitching there. They're not going to hit him. He may get hit one time every weekend, but that's just one time, and that's one at bat compared to how many at bats if he's leading off. You know what I'm trying to say?
Well, he's
Like
also batting like 450 right now. So I
of
mean,
course,
he's
but again, he did come back from injury, so there's a little bit of a sample, like a little sample size compared to
yeah.
Jay, where it's a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He got the leadoff spot on Tuesday, and he scored 20 runs. So I say, let's roll with it again and see what happens. Maybe one of those. I just think they need the 4 guys that went 0 for 30. That cannot happen. In Tennessee, well, we've said it all year long. Tennessee needs more from those guys that have been in the program. They need more from those guys. They need more from Jay. They need more from Levi. They need more from Stone. They need more
By
from
the way you're putting it, I didn't need more from everybody.
well,
Gee.
pretty much. And Chris Newstrom is another guy. Those guys combined for over 30 on the weekend. Like
Yeah, that
you're
was not very
you're
good.
not going to win many series when those 4 guys that are those are your guys. Like those are 4 guys that you have depended on, and they got to make something happen. Like you that just can't. I don't really understand why Chris Newstrom did not start on Friday because I thought he played well the weekend before that, but he didn't get the start, and maybe that led to him just not having a great weekend after that. But they just need more from those guys, whatever that looks like. I think Manny, I think he's kind of earned your shortstop at this point, or at least in the lineup at some point. I think he's only played shortstop when he's in the lineup. So I think he's your guy there. What you do at second base is still up in the air. And the bad part is, like, we're going in here and talking about SEC play, and we still don't know what this lineup is going to be because guys aren't producing
Night, I
anymore.
guess.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, you'll find out what.
Yeah.
Like I said, I obviously said this before. The UCLA lineup could be comparable to this lineup that will be put out on Friday night, but the way these past couple weeks have been, I don't really know. Like,
Let me ask you this: do you continue? I think Stone's going to be in your lineup because I think he's going to be he's going to be your catcher, especially on Friday night. He's only caught Teagan, so
okay, well, that works. So yes.
So, do you continue to press the issue with Levi Clark, or do you just sit him down for a little bit? Like, I don't know what the right answer is. I'm just curious
I
on
think
what you're
sit him down because maybe you get like a Manny situation. Because if you sit a guy down for a game, he gets so used to playing, and maybe he takes like a step back and just not necessarily not think about the game so much because he's not in, but maybe just relaxes him more. I don't know if that's even a word, but I think a night off would not hurt him at all. I honestly. By the way, he put it on Sunday. Like, there's going to be changes. Like, the midweek, you can't really look at the midweek for, like, changes in the lineup because if you look at every midweek lineup, it's going to be different just a tad bit.
Yeah.
But the way he put it Sunday, like this Friday could be a lot of changes, except like maybe your top 3. But it sounds like there's going to be some shakeup. I don't. Do I know where? No, but it sounds like there's going to be some shakeup.
Yeah. I mean, Reese is going to be there. Jay's going to be in there somewhere, whether that's at second or center. Garrett Wright's going to be there, whether that be somewhere in the outfield. Blaine Brown's going to be your DH or at left field. Grimmer, I think, is your first baseman right now. Or he's your DH, or I guess he could play left too, but he's going to be in your lineup somewhere. So that's 6, and Manny would make 7. So you basically have, and then Stone's going to be there. That's 8. So who's your DH? Is basically like.
I mean, you can go Newstrom, you can go Myatt.
Who's your DH and who's your second baseman? And that's something we've like talked about since day one with this team.
Yeah.
Like we don't know like what that's going to look like. I think highest ceiling, Newstrom somewhere in there. I don't know which one he's at, but I like what he did on against UCLA, and like hopefully he's able to come back from what he did this past weekend. But I think he's a really good prospect, and Tennessee, if they're going to reach their potential, I think it's with Chris Newstrom in the lineup. Now, what is Tyler Myatt like? What does that look like? He hasn't looked great since that walk-off pretty much. Yeah, I think he had a 2-run single in Texas, but after that hasn't really done a whole lot. So is he kind of lost in the shuffle, or is he another guy you're like, hey, we just got to keep that bat in the lineup and press the issue?
Yeah, they don't pay us the big bucks to make that decision. If they did, even if they did, I still feel like if we were coaches on the staff, I feel like we would have, we'd be talking it out, and then, different opinions come and go.
Or do you try to like just DH Levi and see if that can work?
Sit him down at least one night, just to get everything kind of back.
It would be a lot easier decision, I think, to sit Levi if everybody else was hitting the ball really well. But there's a lot of guys that are kind of in that same position that you're just like,
maybe pick them off one by one.
Yeah.
Not saying like get rid of, like never play him again, but just one game here and there.
Yeah.
Pick them off one by one.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with this lineup. I do want to switch over to pitching. I think pitching has been okay. Like I feel like starting pitching has been pretty good. The strikeout numbers are pretty good. I think command is a little here and there. Like I think they're walking too many people. And I think they would tell you that. I also think Rod State just flat out hit the baseball this weekend, especially against Teagan. I think he gave up 8 hits. He did have 7 strikeouts, but it felt like it was going to be a loud hit or it was going to be a strikeout. That's what it felt like on Friday night. Are you concerned with that as we head to Georgia when they have a really good lineup?
Georgia. Wow. No, because you have different outings each and every outing. You honestly don't. You can say if you looked at data, like for example, Coons matches up well against a Georgia type-esque lineup. But you never know until after the first inning where you kind of like, oh, okay, this could be good. But for starters, man, you got to get through at least one time through the order to see what kind of an outing he's going to have. Mm-hmm. And, you can switch it around. Like, the top half of the lineup could hit him hard, but for outs and some for hits. And then all of a sudden, the 4th, 5th, and 6th, he's just, he's striking them down, mowing them down. So starters are a little bit different. Relievers have like a tighter leash because, if they get one inning and boom, there you go. That's their outing. So it's definitely different. So I think Georgia, especially these past couple years, has historically made left field 350 look like it's 310. So that's a it's not a boom box, but it is a smaller park than it looks.
Yeah.
Especially right field. Right field is very short, and left field plays a lot shorter than 350.
Yeah. And I think like they're pitching good enough to win, but it's not like we've seen some Tennessee pitchers in the past like mow down these non-conference opponents, and they have 10 strikeouts, 2 hits, maybe a run, like something like that. It's not been the same this go around, even with Kent State. Like there was, like 5 hits, 1 run, 5 Ks. Like there's just, I don't know. I think it's a little different, but when they get runners on, like they get outs, and so the earned runs aren't super high. It's like, you give up 3 runs or 2 runs, like good enough to win that game. So I'm interested to see what this pitching staff and the starting rotation does in SEC play, because I think it's good. Can it be elite? Because right now, and like all pressure is kind of on them because the lineup's struggling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just don't want to get to a situation where the pitchers think they have to do everything and have to be perfect in order to, get a win or make them feel better about themselves. So, we're just all we're looking for is balance on both sides of the ball. Both sides of the ball, just balance. But you just don't know when it's gonna arise. But now it's the big boy league. Now we gotta figure some things out and figure them out quick, because sooner than later it'll be the SEC tournament, and who knows if we're having a bad year in the SEC, we got to play our way into a regional, or we could be sitting pretty in the SEC tournament. So who knows? But it's gotta start now.
Agreed. So let's talk Landon Mack. I mean, both Tegan and Landon, they love throwing fastballs like that. That's their cup of tea. I do think it's with a Georgia lineup that, like you said, that park is kind of a launching pad when it comes to the way that they do things. Tennessee's played there before and hit just fine. So, is that something to keep an eye on? You have to keep hitters off balance. Have you noticed anything from watching any of these starters of like keeping a lineup off balance? Or is it just kind of like it's day to day kind of thing?
Almost day to day, but you're going to get overpowering stuff from definitely Tegan and Landon. They're going to try to beat you with the fastball. That's not just me, saying that. I think it's on the scouting report too. So don't think I'm just giving out information and people don't even know about it. Trust me. Georgia knows about it, and the whole SEC knows about it. Blanco, you're going to get more of a mix because that's just a savvy veteran left-hander. So, obviously, Georgia knows that they're just going to get some flamethrowers on Friday and Saturday, and then they're going to get more of a mix on Sunday. So, it'll be interesting to see what they do. I mean, they could crush Saturday and Sunday, and then not Saturday and Sunday, Friday and Saturday, and then all of a sudden look not even close to what they looked like on Sunday compared to Friday and Saturday, just because of a mix. So they're definitely going to have to use more mix of stuff. They can't just overpower everybody, especially in the SEC. So it'll be interesting to see. Like I said, I hope they mix more. I would like to see them mix more, but it is their game to call more than likely. So they're just going to go with what works.
Yeah, we talk about like Landon Mack and Tegan Kuhns, because those are kind of your top prospects. And then you have Evan Blanco, who you mentioned as a savvy vet. But over the weekend, I know Tennessee lost on Sunday, but he had 8 strikeouts in his outing. So I think he is kind of under the radar type guy. I think he is walking probably too many. I think he also had a hit by pitch in there as well. So maybe a little too many base runners for I'm sure his liking and Coach Wren's liking. Like that's just
Mhm.
reality. But what have you seen from Evan Blanco that you like so far, and maybe something he can do better?
I mean, obviously, you already said it command wise. I mean, I think it's not just for Evan. I think it's just for the whole starting staff. Just I need to see the command be better because the more people you walk and the more deeper counts you get into, the quicker you're going to be pulled, and the shorter your outings are going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just looking for more command from all three of them. Blanco, I've just liked how obviously lefties like lefties. So I just like how he's been a savvy vet about it and gone about his ways and done pretty well for himself. And obviously Teagan and Landon need to continue what they're doing. Just like I said, if everything changes and the command goes down, I mean we're talking about a top three rotation in baseball, but I just need the command to go down. I mean, this is a new season with the SEC playing, so if their command goes down, they could be a top three SEC rotation if the command gets better and goes down. Well,
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah, gets better. Bullpen that's going to be like we've talked about it, make or break kind of this team. I think they've gotten really good stuff from Braden Krenzel lately. It looks like he's a guy that they trust. Obviously, Brandon Arvinson had a really good kind of get right outing. I know he didn't have a great one in Texas against UCLA, but had a really good one this past weekend against Wright State. Cameron Appenzeller is going to be part of that. And I know he got hit a little bit against Wright State, but you mentioned it with the bullpen, like it just happens sometimes. Like you just get hit and you have a shorter leash, and um, you could get two batters. They both get one gets a double, the next guy gets a double. You're probably yanked.
Hmm.
So I'm interested to see kind of how they use these guys in different ways. I know those three guys are probably your top guys. Brady Frederick's another one that they're going to use a ton. Bo Rudy seems like he's getting a little bit more confident in his outings on the weekend. Mark Hindy is another kind of savvy vet that they like, a big left-hander. Um, I'm interested to see if they give these freshmen that have pitched well in the midweek a little bit of besides Appenzeller, because I mean you think of him, I mean he's a big league prospect. Like I mean I don't really count him as these like midweek freshmen, but Taylor Tracy's a guy who has pitched well in the midweeks. I think he has 13 strikeouts in his last two outings. I'm interested to see, do they give him a shot if things maybe don't go as planned? Is he a guy that's maybe available for
I mean, he's
for this?
available. Not Friday. He just threw what 3 innings. Not
Yeah.
Friday. Saturday is a possibility. Sunday available.
Okay.
The only
What did
reason I
you?
can say that is personal experience. I've been through that,
Yeah.
and then
And it
that's not to be like funny. I just he's not going to be available Friday.
yeah.
He's
Well,
not.
it's interesting to see like these freshmen because of roster cuts. I feel like they have more of an opportunity to get in on the weekends, and also it's not very normal to have three or four freshman arms throw like 92, 93 from the left side. I think that is like they have recruited really well at that position. So I'm interested to see kind of these top guys get um, some run because I really like Taylor Tracy. I think he is going to be a dude and a two-way player. I think Ethan Biotto, I think, is another guy that they really like on the mound. Um, Chandler Day, Will Haas, some of those guys, I think they have a good kind of solid core um, as freshmen. It's going to be interesting to see kind of who they rely on later on in the SEC if anybody can maybe get in and eat some innings for them.
Yeah, and again, injuries. Knock on wood. That could also switch things up as well. So You know, I know these freshmen are chomping at the bit, but there's a lot of older guys that are ahead of them, and you know they have more experience in other conferences. So as a freshman, it's when you see your first SEC series, it's kind of different. You'll notice immediately, and it's kind of a wake up call to be honest. So it'll be interesting to see. I know I keep saying so it'll be interesting, but it's just a go to word, I guess, at this point. But
Buzzword.
like I said, it'll be a wake up call for them, and obviously if everything goes well this week and it's all on plan A, then you won't really see many freshmen, but it's more of the plan B, plan C kind of scenario to see what happens in those 3 games. But hopefully you want to see plan A through all 3 games because that's when we're going to be at our best.
Yeah. And I do want to preface this with, I know like things aren't looking fantastic right now. It did take that team in 2023 a little bit of time to get going too. Once SEC play got there, and
5-10, and then we swept Vandy. And that was a 3-point.
And I mean, obviously there was a lot of talent on that team. It didn't look like it at the time, but there was a lot of talent. That talent went on and won a national championship the next year. So
we had to. If people remember, we took Chase Burns and put him in the bullpen, and then all of a sudden it changed. So,
and then
is there a move?
In the bullpen.
Is there a move? If we get to that point, is there a move that sends shockwaves a little bit? Like, whoa, that's surprising that they do that. Kind of like Chase Burns going to the bullpen. Like, is there a move that is willing to be made in order for this team to go far? We won't know until halfway through SEC play.
Henry Ford at leadoff.
I mean, that's not like a – see, that's the thing. I said shocking move.
Okay.
But I said you're not going to get that till halfway through SEC play.
Yeah, let me get a shocking one. Taylor Tracy starts on the weekend.
You start on the – I was thinking Athens.
Okay.
Move Blanco to the Friday pen right after Teagan.
Ooh, okay.
Because if you have Teagan, you have a long reliever Friday in Blanco who's built up for it. And
or do you start Blanco and then go Teagan like you did in 2024 where you did the crazy?
They won't do that. That would be no. There's too many agents, too much stuff. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. I mean, it would be very Tennessee to just go in there and beat Georgia because, I mean, the SEC doesn't – I don't know if anybody's good in the SEC, really.
Okay. That is actually interesting because obviously with teammates here and
it's going to be interesting.
There's different SEC schools that are represented down here, and we all agreed like it might just be a down year in the SEC. It just might be. Like, who right now do you see as like a front runner in the SEC right now?
I mean, right now the only 2 teams that I'm like, those are Omaha teams 100% is probably Texas and Mississippi State.
That's it. That's the only 2. And those 2 last year.
Yeah, they're horrible.
Yeah, so college baseball, every college sport, so year to year. It's so year to year.
I mean, Vanderbilt's 11-7 right now. I mean, could you imagine there's already a meltdown going on about Tennessee right now and what they've kind of gone through. Imagine if we were 11-7 right now. And lost to North Dakota State on a Sunday. Or if we're LSU and lose to McNeese, Northeastern, Louisiana Lafayette, they lost 2 to Stetson or Sac State, sorry.
And they've had competitive games with Dartmouth too on the weekend. Like
Florida should have been swept by High Point, but High Point walked 5 batters in the bottom of the 9th to lose Sunday. Arkansas hasn't looked good. They lost 2 out of 4 to Stetson.
Like literally, when you're sitting there right now, who do you think is the top runner besides Mississippi State and Texas? Nobody. There's nobody, and that's like
why not us?
But yeah, you could say why not us, but we're almost in the same category. Like
100%. But
you go up and then it's like, ooh, there's just that one lull. It like one game where you're like, ooh, like I will not lie, the Wright State getting shut out by Wright State is a big concerning factor.
Red flag.
That should not happen. Yeah. I don't care if it's Sunday. I don't care if it was even if it was a bullpen game. That should not happen.
And Sunday, especially non-conference, that's not their best arm.
No.
And I think they had a late scratch.
Yeah.
And they pitched a kind of a goofy lefty.
Boom. That's all it takes.
Which has given Tennessee problems in the past. But yeah, there was just too many fly balls and rolling over to the second baseman, just uncompetitive at bats. And it feels like even if we did have a competitive at bat, it would end in one of those things or a strikeout. Like there was no working the count and then, getting a hit or moving a runner. Like it just could not get anything going. That's kind of how it felt like most of the weekend. But luckily you had Henry Ford and Garrett Wright and Manny Marin to kind of help you out and get you to those games that you could have probably easily lost. But then looking at Georgia, I don't know, who have they beaten? They beat Wright State the same as Tennessee did. Yeah. And that's probably their best win. They haven't played anybody.
They lost to Troy as well.
Yeah, they lost to Troy. Who else did they lose to?
Obviously other people.
Yeah. They lost. Western Carolina beat them in the midweek.
Catamounts, they're good too.
Yeah. So I don't know if Georgia's any good. They do have a catcher that has 14 home runs already. That's something. They lead the SEC in most categories. I think they've hit 61 home runs, and put in perspective, Tennessee's hit 27. So they can swing it and hit it. But I mean, they beat Oakland. Cool.
I mean, yeah, Oakland. I mean, this is actually probably a good series of two evenly matched teams at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm interested to see, looking across the SEC, this one, yes. LSU and Vandy, whoever loses that series, I mean, the sky is falling for that fan base.
Yeah, probably.
Especially Vandy. I mean, they're almost they could be 500 if they get swept this week.
Well, we'll see. But I think is where you see the big dogs come to play, I guess. But
yeah,
right now, opening week in the SEC, yes, it's different style, but then you have to be you still have 27 games left, in the SEC after this weekend. So,
Yeah, I think you can use it as oh man, better competition. Here we go. Or you can use it as hey, this is a fresh start for everybody.
It is.
Because everybody. You go out and sweep Georgia this weekend. No one gives a crap that you lost to Wright State or Kent State. No one cares.
True, but then if you get swept by someone that you should win the series.
Oh yeah, it's week.
That can help you, but.
Yeah, it's week to week of what kind of everything looks like. But I feel like it could be a good, especially for individual players, like a Levi Clark that needs to get going. Hey, this is where you can stand out. Again, no one cares what you did in the fall. No one cares what you did in non-conference. It's what you do in SEC play that's going to get you drafted. So, yeah, really interested to see kind of how this team responds because – I mean, you saw the response on Tuesday. That was good, great. Can you do it when you're talking about when the big dogs come to play?
Yeah.
Check them. Yep. Let's you're Georgia guy.
Yeah.
Huge Georgia fan right here.
Yep. Big one. Huge. Love them.
What'd you say?
Love them.
Oh, I thought you said.
No, love them.
Okay. Gotcha. Let's go MVP of the week.
So breakout player of the week. Last week I had Grimmer.
No, this is just MVP from the weekend. Then we'll do break.
Oh,
you do this
come
every
on.
time.
I
You
hate
do this
when you
every
do that
time.
to me. You know what? I'll go Reese because he needed a game like Saturday. Like he needed that.
Yeah.
And then obviously on Tuesday as well. So he had a couple of, I think he had a granny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For the week, he definitely needed Saturday, and it definitely helped on Tuesday. So I'm excited to see what he does in SEC play. So
Okay. I'll go Henry Ford. Easy, but I mean
that's your guy. That's your big guy. That's your guy all year.
I mean he's got to be everybody's guy. He's our entire offense almost.
Is he 2-hole?
He could be. Put him wherever. Let's clone him and put him in the 1, 2, and 3 hole. Please.
Well, yeah. That's what we should have did with SEMO when we went 1, Burke, Amick, and everybody else hit like SEMO. That would have been great.
Been fun. Everybody hits for the cycle.
Oh, boy. And doesn't know it.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that just the definition of just being locked in where you're just
he was locked. I was surprised he didn't know. Well, he got the triple so early, so I could.
Yeah.
The triple was. If you get the triple early, you tend to forget.
Well, and you're like trying to win. Like, it'd probably be different if you were just blowing
down.
out. Yeah, if you're blowing out that team, but then having to come back and like understand like the circumstances and then.
The only example I could probably say is when Dean Curley hit 3 home runs against Kansas State. He went solo, 2-run, 3-run, or he went granny, but he needed one more. But we were up. So, like, everybody was honed in because everybody knew what was going on. And he, of course, he hit it to the warning track. But,
yeah,
like, in that sense, yeah, everybody knows what's going on. But, like, when you're in, like, a dog fight and, you know, you're trying to come back, people don't really necessarily look at that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right, your favorite breakout player. Who we got this week?
All right, so I'm one of 2. I know you're probably going. You're not going.
Who did I have last week?
Who did you? I think you had. I don't know who you had.
Did I have Manny?
Yeah, but then we did the thing where if they don't start like 2 out of 3, like if they don't start, we would.
Oh, you're not going to give that to me? He hit a walk-off on Friday.
Yeah, but he didn't. I mean,
he went 4 for 4 on the weekend.
Like unless they did something like that.
So I get to count that one.
Yeah, we'll let you count that one.
Okay, I appreciate that. I need all I can get. I'm going over.
Is that your first one this year?
Yeah. So we're tied up.
We're both 1 of 3.
Okay.
I know who you're going with, and I'm gonna just say yours right now. You're going with Garrett Wright. I already know it. Don't lie. Yep, I know you were.
No, he's not he's not my breakout. No.
He's not.
No.
I'll take him.
All right. I love it.
Garrett Wright.
All right. I'll go Jay.
Oh, you're taking my first week guy. Okay. Sounds good. I like what you're doing there. I won with Jay, so you're thinking, oh, he won. Let me take it.
You thought you were in my head. You were gonna go Garrett.
I literally thought you were going Garrett.
He's kind of already broken out for me, so no, I gotta go with somebody struggling.
Okay. It's all right.
Just keep it rolling. That's all we're asking.
One of these weeks, I'm gonna go with a pitcher. It might be a reliever, and they go 3 shutty, and that's automatic me. That's automatic.
I thought you said 2 out of the 3.
Okay.
We can go pitchers though.
You can go pitcher. Like you can put all your faith on Landon Mack. Like Saturday, you can put like all your chips on Landon.
I do kind of like Bo Rudy being. He was at Kennesaw State in Georgia. Maybe that gives him some.
See, that sounds like a little guy that took my Virginia Tech, and I said we were going to win Sunday because it didn't matter. Well, it kind of looks like a guy who just stole that from me. Gosh.
I think
somebody put the tallies of what Landon has stolen from me.
Okay.
while this season and episodes are going on, let's see how many tallies I can get of that.
I think we get up to 48, probably.
Wow, what a number. Jimmy Johnson. Wow, gotta give it to him. 7-time.
I love that you had the biggest like fullback number in baseball.
Fullback.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
48.
Yeah, 48. Yeah. Yeah. Fullback.
Did you ever play football?
No.
Oh, okay.
I would have been a quarterback or receiver, probably. I'm just kidding, man. I would love to be a safety because at recess,
Well, Troy.
I was like Troy and Ed Reed combined. I was just out there ball hawking. I was like Darren Sharper too, laying out kids in puffy jacket, like a big puffy jacket that's like 3 sizes too big for me. Boom, laying.
It's like pads.
Yeah, it's like pads. It's like a cheat code.
Mm-hmm. All right. What else you got? You ready for this weekend?
Hey, let's go. Hopefully, I want to beat the Dogs. Like, I will take 2 out of 3. I don't care. Just win any way you can, especially in the SEC.
Yep. Go win the series. That's what you're there to do, win the series. Thank y'all so much for listening. We'll be back next week talking about this series over Georgia and then the midweeks, of course.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Have a good weekend. And thank y'all for listening. And
and a midweek.
Home run slam dunks, give him 6. Boys at M-double-I, they got your big orange face. All year long is the place to be, to hear some balls for life talking Tennessee. And hey, let's see if you